Welcome back to GTA 5, a game I get completely addicted to for hours, only to ignore for an entire month, forget everything in control and immediately press the wrong button the second I come back punching a completely innocent NPC in the face instead of sprinting. Yeah, I'm sure she's doing just fine. After finishing the last mission, I just stood there for a moment, completely clueless with absolutely no idea what I was supposed to do next. Luckily, I eventually spotted a tiny mission icon on the map, which meant I finally had somewhere to go. So I made my way back to my car. At least, that was the plan. Because after once again confusing the enter vehicle button with the punch someone in the face button, I almost assaulted another innocent pedestrian. Then climbed over my own car for absolutely no reason. And finally managed to get inside after what felt like 5 attempts. As the responsible citizen that I am, I patiently stopped at the next red light. Yeah. No, my patience lasts about 3 seconds. So I drove straight through the intersection, ran over another pedestrian and then genuinely wondered why I had suddenly 400 stars. Oh right, I remember now. Apparently GTA isn't a huge fan of murder. While trying to escape the police, I somehow managed to dive straight into another car. My vehicle was officially done for, so running away on foot became my only option. Or so I thought, because I completely forgot about the driver standing right in front of me, who was apparently working undercover for the police as well, and immediately tackled me to the ground. Since my car was now somewhere on the opposite side of the map and I wanted to avoid committing yet another crime, I decided to do something good for Franklin's health instead. Luckily, my highly professional workout led me straight into a golf course. Now obviously, my only goal here was to provide you guys with the most intense action-packed gameplay imaginable. So naturally, I decided to play golf. Because what could possibly go wrong? After all, I've always wanted to know what it feels like to be one of those rich retirees who spend all day playing golf, drive after their golf ball in a vehicle that moves roughly at walking speed, because walking those extra few meters is apparently just too exhausting, and then somehow convince themselves they had a productive workout. So I did exactly what they do and slowly drove my state-of-the-art golf cart over to the first tee. Once I got there, I quickly realized that playing golf in GTA apparently requires about as many buttons as a flying fighter jet. After what felt like 5 minutes, I finally understood how to hit the ball. And with that, the moment had finally arrived. My first shot. Surprisingly, it actually wasn't that bad. But my confidence lasted exactly 1 shot, with my second swing directly into the nearest bush. Luckily, even GTA felt eventually sorry for me and moved the ball to a much nicer position. After a few more shots, I was finally 1 hit away from finishing the hole. But then the game decided that this would be the perfect moment to explain about 12 new controls all at once. I was so busy trying to understand what the game wanted from me that I actually lost the sight of the hole. I knew exactly where the ball was, I just had absolutely no idea where I was supposed to hit it anymore. And after what felt like forever, countless control tutorials and significantly more swings than should have been necessary, I finally got the ball down into the hole. 9 shots. Yeah, I don't think I've reached rich retired golfer level just yet. They probably would have done better with their eyes closed. I could have played another round, but eventually you just have to accept defeat. So I left the golf course with the exact same thoughts every professional loser has at some point. I think I need to kill someone. The only problem was, my car was still somewhere on the other side of Los Santos. So I borrowed someone else's car. Permanently. I fully intend to return it later, completely undamaged. That plan lasted about 10 seconds. My suppressed golf rage had apparently found a new outlet. Franklin, are you okay? Well, that went great. At least I was almost at my destination. Almost. After one more minor traffic incident, I somehow managed to make it to the mission marker. At this point, I was convinced things were finally about to get interesting. And just when you thought the action couldn't get any crazier, we were picking up a broken car. I climbed into the tow truck, fully prepared for one of the most dangerous missions of my entire GTA career. Against all my expectations, I somehow managed not to completely mess it up.
Back up close. Make sure the hook is down.
About 3 minutes later, the mission was already over. And what exactly did I get for it? Nothing. No money, no new abilities, not even the feeling that I'd become any smarter. But at least, the actual story missions finally unlocked. So I immediately headed over to the next one, only to find 2 random women casually walking out my house. Talking about freedom. Why? No idea, I live here too. And a few seconds later, Lamar showed up. And he casually told me we just had to take care of something real quick. But at this point, I already know exactly what real quick means in GTA. We're about to kidnap somebody, start a police chase, and almost die at least once. So into the kidnapped van we go. Before the mission had even properly started though, I almost drove straight into a train. A fantastic start. Not long after that, we finally found the guy we were looking for. Unfortunately, he wasn't exactly interested in coming with us, so he took off on a motorcycle. Naturally, we chased after him, which looked less like a police pursuit and more like a delivery van trying to catch a Formula 1 car. Somehow, our mighty 300 miles per hour kidnapping van actually managed to keep up, for about 5 seconds. Then the guy took one corner that was apparently designed exclusively for people with actually driving skills. Luckily for us, he crashed shortly afterwards, which officially ended the car chase and started the foot chase. At this point, all I had to do was catch him. Simple. Apparently not. I somehow kept running into absolutely everything except the guy I was supposed to catch. Eventually, Franklin managed to catch up, using what I can only describe as an aggressive afternoon jog. At this point, our suspect decided that we're now playing hide and seek. The game even suggested switching to Chop's perspective, which honestly would have been pretty helpful. Instead, I pulled out my phone. While I was desperately searching for the suspect, Chop had apparently found himself a completely different mission. After Chop had finished, let's call it, his side quest, we finally found our guy. Now all I had to do was grab him, which somehow turned out to be another task that was simply beyond my abilities. Thankfully, Chop had already done most of the work. Looking back, the mission probably would have gone exactly the same if I had simply stayed home. Lamar then suddenly appeared also again, as if he just spawned back into the mission. Together, we finally threw our suspect back into the van and had a very serious conversation with him. And just a few moments later, we let him go. Hold on. We kidnapped him, drove halfway across Los Santos, risked our lives, just to let him go? I genuinely don't think I understood the point of this mission. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. If you want to see more GTA 5 chaos, let me down below. And maybe, just maybe, by the next episode, I'll finally figure out how to get into a car without punching somebody first. See you guys next time.